Thank you for stopping by. We truly appreciate your time and support. Whether you're here for the first time or coming back, it means a lot to have you with us on this journey. There's always something new to discover. Now let's go and get to where we want to get to.
Okay, for my women who love women, I want you to watch out for this trap that often happens in lesbian arguments. I mean, we know that arguing is healthy. It's good for a relationship. It means you care enough to stay engaged and advocate for what you need and want. But here's something you gotta pay attention to: emotional intensity overload. I mean, we've got two people who've both been socialized to be emotionally aware, tuned in, and responsive, and that's beautiful until it's not. Because often the conflict isn't even really about what happened, but how you both are feeling about it. And then you get stuck in that place, and that's where things start to spiral. She feels hurt, and then you feel hurt that she's hurt. Now she's upset that you're upset, and suddenly you're both deep in this loop that's more about emotions reacting to emotions than the actual issue. And then we get lodged in trying to fix the feeling instead of the problem. And the harder you try to make it right or argue against that feeling, the more and more tangled it gets. You want to watch out for that emotional looping when every conversation feels heavy or exhausting because you're both over processing each other's emotions while you are lodged in your own. You're connecting, but you're also drowning a little. So what helps? Pause. Ground yourself before you respond. You don't have to fix or change how she feels in order to stay connected. Sometimes the most loving thing you can do is take a breath, soften your tone, and say, I get that we're both feeling a lot right now. Let's take a minute.
In time, there is something that happens which we don't have too much control over: calculated emotions. Sometimes you're going to know what is going to happen before it happens. Calculated emotions are easy because they let you know what the next step is. You wonder, is it crying? Is it yelling? Is it being happy or maybe even sad? What could those emotions be? They will happen to you or your partner. So the thing to do is nothing. Those emotions will come and go, and you, as a human being, unfortunately will have no control over them. They will happen. You will let them, and they will pass. If nothing happens because of them, you're in luck. It was just a brief misunderstanding. But if the opposite occurs, be prepared to, at some point, leave your partner, because that's what they mean. No one, not even the present, can tell you the future. It is up to you to hold on tight and go for the ride, because at some point it will end. So make up with that person the best that you can, because today could be the last day.
We need to talk. My man said the most profound thing ever to me. And I just want to tell you, they're out there. These conscious, like divine, healed, masculine energy, baby, it's out there. Let me tell you, my man and I were laying in bed and he got triggered by something because we had like 2 years where we were separated and we found our way back to each other. He got triggered by something we were talking about our time in separation when I was with someone else and he was with other people. And he like openly acknowledged, like, no, this is just something within me. I just got to work in it within myself. It has nothing to do with you. Like, it's okay. We're fine. I just, like, this is bringing something up in me. I just got to work through it. First of all, that's so fucking hot. That is so, please, ovaries. So then I was like, okay, awesome. Like, that felt good because the amount of unconscious men I've been with is just, so I was like, this is awesome. But then he got a little quiet and I was like, ooh, I don't like that. That's uncomfortable. That's a little uncomfy. So I started to try to like talk about the problem. I was like, okay, well, why don't we talk about it? Like, what's going on? Like, can you tell me what the problem is? Like, what's triggering you? Da, 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 da. And normally, I totally thought I was just coming from like a really good place of like being concerned. And I was at first, but then it took it too far when he was like, no, it's okay. Like, I actually don't want to bring it to you yet until I figured more of it out. Like, I want to give myself the ability to process myself. So you're saying it's not my responsibility to be your healer and help you figure it out? My ring size is 7, please. So anyway, so he's a little quiet. I'm still uncomfortable, so I'm still pushing. I'm still like, baby, we should just talk about it. We're supposed to talk about it, da, da, da. And he goes, you know what? I just realized something, and I just want to like bring it up because I realized that a lot of our issues the first time when we were dating, which was my last year of college and then my first year into like post grad. So I was young. I was like 21 basically. He was like, when we used to get in conflict, you would do this. You would like try to talk about it with me when I just needed a process. He's very Libra. He needs a lot of time to process. I just needed a process, and you would try to solve it because you were uncomfortable in the discomfort. Instead of just learning to let me figure it out, you would try to do that, and it would just put a Band-Aid on it. So it never solved the problem. And because it never solved the problem, that's why your issues kept coming up, because you never even gave me the opportunity to solve it myself. I was so wet. Oh my God. Pussy throbbing. I was like, are you kidding me right now? I was like, ding, 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 ding. Sir, you are correct. You are 1000% correct. I did not realize I was doing that, but you are right, because that's how I feel right now. I feel very uncomfortable in your silence and in your distance, and I'm just trying to solve the problem. But you're right. That's literally why our issues kept coming up. And I realized toddlers do not learn motor skills from watching an adult show them how to build motor skills. They build motor skills from literally getting their hands on it and doing it themselves, okay? So I was trying to stop him from experiencing things because of my own discomfort. Floored. I was floored. Best conversation of my entire life, and that was the moment. I mean, there were many, many moments. I've always known this about him, but I was like, oh yeah, this is it. This is it. I'm going to have your children. This is not negotiable at this point, because that was hot. That was real hot.
You can tell when things work out for you and your partner. You can also tell when your partner purposely adds extra time to your relationship. It isn't something produced intrinsically. The abundance of time isn't free. The future is very aware of this activity. So when one of you has the option to take advantage of such a gift, that option is rewarded. Unfortunately, there is no real way for you to know that there has been a gift given to you. Also, you'll know nothing about gifts floating around, the type of generosity that changes people's lives. Fortunately, what you will know is the way the earth treats people. Whether a good thing or a bad thing has happened, the outcome will be the same. Because you saw your boyfriend and he turned you on so much, you will always love him and, of course, remember him for that.
I remember a few years ago when my ex-boyfriend broke up with me, I was laying on the bathroom floor and all I could think of was, my life is over. I am never gonna find happiness again. He completely blindsided me and I was like, there's just no way I can move forward. There's obviously no way I'll ever find love again, because that was it for me. And here I am, 4 weeks away from my wedding to the man that Jesus always had for me, the man that Jesus always chose for me, the man that the Lord set apart for me, the man that I was always supposed to end up with. And I'm just sitting here in awe and wonder of how good the Lord is. He is a good father. He is a way maker, a miracle worker, because what? And he just fulfills every single promise. There were so many moments in the pit when I was going through my breakup that I felt like I could not move forward, and God held my hand through every single season as he prepared me and pruned me and simultaneously prepared my fiance. If you are like, I'm in that season right now, I'm in the pit, I just got broken up with, I'm brokenhearted, I was whatever, just please use my story as a testimony of hope that if God can do it for me, he can do it for you. Because when I tell you I had no hope for a future, I genuinely mean it. Hard as it is and as cliche and annoying as it was for me to hear this back then, you just have to trust that the Lord has good plans for you and his timing is perfect.
Here we are again, hearing that the Lord is responsible for the happiness that this couple is experiencing while being full of joy and perceiving the bliss exude from her body. It is unfortunate that the incredibility will never be blamed on the Lord. You see, the Lord has nothing to do with her. The reality is that once the first unfixable problem appears, one of them will be forced to leave the relationship. The issue becomes very clear. The Lord will never be on either side. To put it bluntly, the Lord will just be watching, as He usually does. And you will think He's watching us. Unfortunately, you don't know the whole story, and this is not the place for that. It's okay. You don't know any better. You are only here for His benefit, not for yours. But because you're trying to make it for your benefit, the only outcome is you lose. You should forget about the Lord and focus on your relationship. You will enjoy it more. The Lord will take care of itself. It doesn't need you to think about Him. He would tell you that Himself if He did. Take care of your life. Enjoy your wedding. You'll never regret that. Thank you for your valuable time today. It is our choice that we spend this time together. While you may or may not see some of these videos for what they are, always remember these are only choices that are given to us to make our best decision. We don't know whether they're winners or losers. No one does. It is simply an abstract thought trying to make you think. Thanks again.